Another aspect of what we're going to look at today is what are some of those key characteristics? If you look back in time to really understand, and this was information that we pulled from the innovation journals. They are referenced here for those, and the link is at the bottom of the presentation. Um, but what are some key characteristics of organizations that are innovative that we've seen? One is that they welcome new ideas and new ways of approaches of doing things. They're not afraid to try new things. After all, if we look at the entire, going back, for instance, if you're looking at the Scrum framework, it's all about input, process, and output, if you ask, because there's something that we need to bring in. There's a process of us going through it, and then there's an output, obviously, which determines the results that come out as a result of what was imputed, right? So as we go through all those things, part of that process also is for us to do the retrospective. We think deeply, looking backwards to understand, based on what we did before, what is it that we've learned from? So through that, through trying to retrospect and better introspect in some cases, because it's individuals that make up the team that does the retrospective. So in order for us to have a good retrospective, we need to introspect individually and come prepared to the retrospective. But it's true there that you get those good ideas. That's how you see teams start coming up with very creative ways and innovative ways of doing things. And then if you have an organization that doesn't support that level of thinking, then it's not going to thrive when it comes to being innovative, because that's a key and fundamental characteristic of an innovative organization. They welcome those ideas. It doesn't matter who it comes from. It doesn't matter where it comes from. But so long as there's some validity to the idea and it makes sense for them to try it out, they're open to trying out new things. And then being able to anticipate what the customer needs may be. And we call it more of a design thinking, right? Where you're empathetic to what the customer's needs may be. And as a result, you go out of your way to position yourself in the place of the customer, understanding how would I want something to be 2 years from today, 3 years from today, 4 years from today. Companies like Amazon, companies like Tesla, as we see them, are already thinking into the future of what the technology and what driving would look like, because they are being more innovative and they are thinking more from the aspect of, let's position ourselves in where the customer is today, based on what the technological trends are and what we see happening in the marketplace today. What would that be like tomorrow? And as a result, let's start now to prepare for that tomorrow. So by the time we get there and the customer is asking for it, we already have and able to satisfy that need. And that's the thought process of innovative organizations. And then when we talk about the idea of embracing new technology, it goes to as simple as, I see in some organizations, it, it, some organizations have adopted, go to HR, for instance. Some organizations have adopted self-service, where if they're doing onboarding, once you get onboarded, your login is created, they give it to you, you go in there, you do your trainings, they're all pre-recorded and everything, it's made easy for you. And some other organizations are still following their old ways, right? Where we still use the PowerPoint. You have over 60, 70 people on a call, and some people are keyed in, and then think about it within the remote context. People are very distributed all over the country, all over the world. They get into the meeting. Some people have their videos on, some noise, some distractions, and then it makes it even much more difficult for individuals to really key into what information is being shared. Um,